Aquarius, let's see what surprises this week has in store for you. This is your week ahead tarot card reading from Born Without Boundaries Tarot. This is a message for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising sign. It is an intuitive reading, so it's your message. You take it where and how it resonates in your life. There are hundreds of messages for Aquarius on this channel. Please feel free to explore any that calls to you. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel while you're here to help us grow or keep growing. And if you're interested in full astrology breakdown, I do a full astrology forecast for Aquarius and all 12 zodiac signs on my second YouTube channel, Astrology Motivation. So go check that out too. I hope you subscribe there. This is an intuitive message that comes to you when you need to hear it, when you're supposed to hear it. If you're looking for personal readings, I do have availability next week. I encourage you to schedule. They do tend to book up fast, and you have to schedule a few days in advance as well. So check out my website, www.bornwithoutboundariestarot.com. Let's get into this. There's quite a bit of surprising events that are happening since Uranus is extremely active, and of course, it would be especially active for you guys. Time to let go. You're having trouble letting go of something, and embrace the in-between. You're having trouble doing that as well. So with these two energies right here, it's telling me that you're going to feel stuck, restricted, restrained. This is perceptive, of course, but we can't help what we are feeling. And what I would say is, don't use this as a conclusion. Use it as an indication, right? This sense of, why do I feel frustrated? I know that you already know the answer. The problem is, a lot of times we don't like to discuss the answer with ourselves because of all the work it's going to take once we accept the truth of the situation. And it's not necessarily that you're in denial, but a little bit. This sense of, if I can't do anything about it, why, and that will just frustrate you even more. So you can always do something about it. The acceptance here has to be, things are just moving slower right now. And that's why there is, and that could be from real world pressures that are coming back and saying, you gotta take this time to clear this up. And then we can start talking about the path forward. Interestingly enough, those cycles of being held back to clear things up always coincide with springing forward. So this would just be the time in your life, a moment in your life, when the arrow is being pulled back, Aquarius, and you're getting prepped, you're building up the energy to move forward. You also have to clear out the space. Truth transcends illusion. So definitely being able to recognize what is real. Also a sense of any kind of deceptive energy being revealed now, which could be why you were slowed down, because there are a lot of planets in retrograde, which is very investigative. It's very, let me look at this again. So there are things that you may need to see and need to understand, co-create with spirit, reconnecting with your powerful self, and with not being afraid of the dark, and this sense of creating out of absolutely nowhere. So this is a huge discovery or breakthrough, an aha moment where you have solved the equation or invented. This energy is more like invented the equation itself. Use it as a metaphor, but there is an answer to this. It's just not something that's been done before. And then look what happens. Huge success. Rapid breakthrough. So this is a time to be very ingenuitive. This is a time to allow yourself to slow down and look at things a second way. The hardest part will be dealing with the frustration, but I want to move forward, You are moving forward. Sometimes we have to come back to move forward, which is exactly what that arrow analogy is. It's you have to be pulled back to be released, and catapult forward. It's got to happen. So this is actually part of your moving forward. So don't fear this pulling back. Use it to look around and discover something, because there is definitely an ingenuitive spirit here. We have a lot of the sun and maybe this new moon, which is a dark period of revelation for you. That would be happening on August 16th, Aquarians. Aquarius, this is happening in Leo, so you're in natural opposition to it. So there is a feeling of tension, absolutely, and frustration, but I guarantee there is an energy of release that is on its way. I would say October. Early October, there's going to be a big release. Since this new moon is conjunct to Venus, you could feel some release after the 4th of September. But at that point, there will still be so many planets in retrograde. I can tell you right now, it's better to get yourself comfortable and see how you can learn from this energy and what you need to learn, because there is definitely something that you need to learn. You know, truth transcends illusion. To sit back and watch the bullshit that's about to happen. Let's get into tarot. What can we expect? Because there is some level of success coming out of this, but this is the energy that sets it up, sets the success up. We have an aha moment. We have the Hermit, and we have the Devil in reverse, and this is under the table. So there is definitely some sort of energy of having to get over and do internal work on different kinds of distractions or addictions or fears, right? There is some clarity here that the anxiety and this worry, where the anxiety and the worry is coming from, or confronting the anxiety and the worry, because we have this clarity, success. The Hermit is here, so this is very much Virgo energy, and then we have the Devil here. This is Capricorn energy in reverse. What does all this mean? Well, I can't help but think of the astrology, so let's talk about it a little bit. In Virgo right now, there is Mars conjunct Mercury, but it's in opposition to Neptune. That's basically seeing through the deception, seeing through the lies. With the Devil here, this could be internal. This could be the lies that you've told yourself, that you've settled on and almost become addicted to. But they're also internal restrictions. They're worries, being worried, being scared. Ultimately, this is a sense of getting clear on what is frustrating you, worrying you, and maybe impacting your health. This is it. This is the clarity. This is also this sense of being stuck or looking inward to confront those fears or internal restrictions that have been holding you back when nothing else really has been. Interesting, right? And this is where that truth starts to come out. So this is going inward. That deep, deep inquiry into your own soul, or your own decisions that you've made, and maybe these patterns that you've gotten into that have actually caused you a lot of stress or a lot of isolation. Hold on, let's get a moon card here. I think this is an appropriate time. Remember, there's always an extended reading, and I welcome you. I invite you guys over to enjoy it with me. The links are down below at the top of the description box, and I pin it to the top of the comment section as well. If you're watching me on television, you won't see those links. Those links aren't available on TV, so grab your cell phone, grab your laptop, go to your desktop. All the links are available there. Or you could just go to my website, www.bornwithoutboundariestarot.com, because all the extended readings are now there as well. The end of a tough cycle approaches. And this is Capricornian energy, and it's in reverse. So this is a sense of confronting the fear, and being able to kind of see it for what it is and what work needs to be done. Remember, confronting the fear doesn't mean the work is over. But this, I said, doesn't mean the hard work is over, but it does mean the end of a tough cycle approaches, because at least there's clarity here. Meditate and contemplate. So welcome in a new balance between your mind and your soul, allowing it space to talk to each other. This is a time for, like I said, personal, internal inquiry. Be bold and make the first move. So this is after the new moon. You'll be able to now start making decisions that are clear. And then we have conclusions are within reach by the next full moon. And the next full moon is a super moon. It's not an eclipse, but it is a blue moon. It's happening on August 30th. So this is when you'll get your answers. So we've just gone, we've legitimately started from a full moon, which we had at the beginning, August 1st. We're going to this new moon energy of this new moon is now you're allowing in those answers. It's legitimately drawing a timeline for you. Perfect timing of how these issues in your life are going to be resolved. And so we have a confrontation of this originally on this full moon, this full moon in the beginning of the month. Something ended. Something had to conclude. It was stressful. It was sad. It has to be done and over with. The new moon is allowing sort of a refreshed understanding of why it had to happen, or revealing different truths to you that you needed to understand in order to move on and actually feel secure about your circumstance, your situation, and be certain now to make those final decisions or those final preparations or realizations. So that would be your timeline. This is major change for you this month. But I would definitely say watch out for the easy answer, because I think there's more to learn. Let's put it that way. Let's see what else we can learn. Aquarius here. The Hierophant is here. It's got something to do with finances or resource management. Could also be marriage. Could also be just traditional values or religion. Could be a King of Wands, so it could have to do with a fire sign. Marriage to a fire sign. That's really interesting, Aquarius. Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. And then there is a little bit of confusion, maybe deception around money, financial issues, or who manages the money. If you're dealing with a Taurus, I don't know, this is just about it's almost like taking action on different financial circumstances, or could just bullshit. Like this is deception. This is like intentional distraction. And maybe this has to do a lot to do with finances, the sense of scatterbrained, everything all over. This is what you need to focus yourself on, right? Or a sense of too many options in front of you, not knowing which one is worth the most or the best option. Let me dig into that. Please clarify the Seven of Cups. What is this tension here? It's almost like there's tension between your passions and what you want to do versus what you know you have to do to make money. And that could have been hindering you, especially since we always usually tend to, that's what's hindering you. It's almost pulling the rug out from underneath you and stealing shit from you. So there has been a sleight of hand, some energy distracting you while it robs you from behind. And it could be, sometimes let me finish my statement, a pursuit of, my finances, money. We have to make the responsible decisions. But at the same time, you have these passions and you have these intuitions and you want to try new things, but you've also been restricting and restraining yourself because I have to be responsible. I have to blah, 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 blah. I have all these have-tos. I don't think it's one or the other. I think it's a combination of the two. Something is stealing your thunder here This is the Seven of Cups, so it's definitely confirmed there was some sort of deception that was distracting you in order to rob you, you know, pick your pockets. So what can we do about this energy? What can we do about this energy? What can Aquarius do? Okay. What can Aquarius do about this energy? That's really interesting. We have the Three of Wands on the table. It could be education or looking into something deeper to learn the truth about it. It could also be, no, this is somebody stealing or backstabbing you through what they promised you, or a promise of you're going to get something out of this, and feeling really deceived by that. So whoever kind of the bamboozle is in these false promises and disappointment is realizing they were false, or that you put too much energy or trust in them. Interesting, right? And then by that full moon coming up in 2 weeks, this is you being able to make a conclusion and being really certain of it. Let's see if we can dig deeper. I'm going to go to the extended, guys. The links are down below. I'll see you there.